Alright, so after the run with it here, I thought we had a clutch problem here, but let me show you what I found here. Hold on one second. Let me turn this around. Okay, so I started taking some of this apart here. I got the housing and the one piece off here. Let me take this off, show you what I got here. So this, focus, is a screw that's supposed to go right there. Now, it's fairly chewed up. You know, it's pretty nasty. This one here is also pretty nasty. We're going to be replacing both of those and Loctiting the total shit out of those. But we had to have an accident. So I had to get another one. Fortunately, I've already got the part. It already came in, so we're going to go ahead and change this out. But what I'm going to do is, I really don't want to use red Loctite there, but I don't know what else to use. I've got to put something stout in there because I've had the blue in there. Unless I just like go crazy on the blue, maybe. I got to put something good in there so it doesn't come out again. So let me get this plate off here. I want to inspect behind there and the clutch belt itself. So I'm probably gonna put the spur gear back on for just a minute so I can take the bell off. So let me get that for you. All right, I don't think I need to take off the entire plate here. It's still being held on by these two here, and then the two in the back, which are a little loose, surprisingly. I don't know why. Everything vibrates loose on these trucks, but as you can see, maybe you can see, come on, focus, there we go. It looks like it just got those two. Here's the one that just came out of there. It's pretty well goobered up on the side. So I'm going to replace both of those, and it doesn't look like there's any Loctite on there, but I swear I put a bunch in there. I mean, you can see some of what's inside there. Come on, focus. You can see some of what's inside there. Maybe I just simply didn't put enough on, so alright, I'm going to try blue Loctite again. Hopefully I have some luck on that one here, so hold on one second. We'll get some new bolts out here and put some Loctite on them and go to town. Alright, so here's what I've been using to get my bolts from. It's from RC Screws. Bought it a while back from my Rampage, and a lot of the bolts are same sizes and everything else. I think these are the right ones. Looks like the threads and everything is the same. It's a little bit longer. Let me see if I have any shorter ones in there. I don't think I do. There's might be one right now. It's the same size, really. These are pretty common bolts. I use them on a lot of stuff here, so I'm gonna see if those will work. Obviously, I'm gonna Loctite the holy hell out of them. And as a matter of fact, I'm not putting that one in. I don't like the head. See how chewed up that looks? So I think I'm gonna leave that one out and get me a different one. I've got, you know, a plethora of them anyway, so we'll roll with those two there. And I have a whole bunch of Loctite up here. There's the red. I'd rather not use that. This is the medium duty blue. I've been using this on everything. It's been fantastic. I don't know. Maybe I just didn't put enough on. I'm going to try that, guys, and hope for the best. Okay. I have more Loctite on this than what I've ever put on anything. So let's spin him in there and see if that'll work for us. Now, I'm funny when I do these. I spin them in and then I kind of back them off a little bit. So let me get it in there first. Show you what I'm talking about. Spin them in pretty good, then I back them out for a little ways and back in. For me, it just seems like I'm working it in better. Okay, that's about as far as I can go with this driver. I'll have to get some Allens, some angled Allens, get in there just a little bit more. So let's do the other one here and then I'll put you back on. Alright, so same thing again. I put a lot, which I never put this much on, but you know, maybe I just didn't have enough on it. That's what the hope is anyway. I know people like Bota-Gel, they pretty much bathe in this stuff, so maybe that's what I need to do too. I don't know. So we're gonna tighten them down, and then let me get something to clean up all the excess. Alright, so that's what it should look like. Kind of looking at everything as I go along here. Just making sure there's no more damage. I do need to tighten that one back here, so let me get on that one for a minute. Wow, that's pretty loose. That's the thing, man. You gotta constantly stay up on these. Make sure they're not getting away from you. Get the other driver for that one there. Because they sure will. I mean, there's a lot of vibration going on there. Okay, those are pretty tight, so I'm pretty happy with that. Not gonna worry too much about going real crazy. So let's get the well, let's go ahead and put the pinion back on. Now I've looked at the pinion here. It does have a few marks, but it is not terrible. I don't think I'm going to worry too much about that. I thought about taking a file to it and stuff, but as I run my fingers over it, it's just a little bit on the rough side. I'm not really that worried about it. So I'm going to reuse it and not worry too much about it. And so I don't have any Loctite on that one either. I don't remember if I'm supposed to or not, but I think I'm going to anyway, so give me just a second. Okay, we're going to roll with that there. So let's get this on there. We'll kind of get them cinched up there, and then we'll put everything together and then tighten it all down. For those of you that don't know what cinched up means, that just means kind of get it on there. Not tight. Alright, that's pretty good. Alright, so let's get our new spur on. Just be easy when you put them on, guys. Make sure it all lines up. Now this one here looks like it's standing out a little bit. I'm wondering if it's because of those bolts I got on there, because they're not countersunk, but the holes aren't countersunk either, so very interesting. Let me take it off here and get a good look at it. Alright, so what I did was I had to tighten those up just a little bit. They were a little loose, so I'm just going to get this little snap ring on here. And we should be pretty well buttoned up. Alright, I had to do that one off camera. It's kind of hard to do it one-handed. I always have to use my little knife slash utility thing or whatever. So this is all on there, nice and tight. The mesh is not terrible. Kind of run it here and see. I don't notice any problems with the pinion there, so I'm fairly happy with that. I'm running back and forth because I don't want to run a full stroke here. So the only thing I have left to do now is we'll tighten this guy up, and then put it all back together, and that's going to be ready for rock and roll. Get some of the leaves out. So let me get that on here, and then we'll get you back on. Alright, so everything is all buttoned up now. This is pretty much garbage. This was my spare anyway. I knew I had to replace one. The damper pieces inside here had busted a while back, and I put some of this JB Weld plastic in there. Guys, I mean, even with the damage and stuff on the actual part of the gears here on the outside, this thing held up mint. So keep that in mind, man. That JB Weld plastic is no joke. It's definitely something that you could use, you know, in a pinch or a semi-permanent repair, or you know, whatever. I've used it for quite a while like this. So yeah, man, these are my speed gears that I did have on this one. As you can see, the pinion's quite a bit larger. This is my street build that I've been working on. Finally got some of the correct parts in so I could finish the rear here, and then we'll get to going on another video on that one, because I got most of what I need to at least finish putting the shell together. So that one's coming up. So all I'm really going to do here, guys, I'm going to end this here soon, and I'm basically going to put this panel back on, throw these 2 screws in, bada bing, done. These are getting thrown out. Don't reuse any of your old bolts. Obviously I still have to clean the truck, but I'm basically just going to blow it down. My main goal with this is to go over the bolts now and make sure that nothing else had vibrated loose. So I'm going to do that before I get it back out again. But yeah, it's like I said, quick, easy repair. I thought it was going to be a clutch. You know, the little 2-piece clutch thing there with the spring in there, because those usually go out, especially the springs. They break all the time when you get on them too hard. So I try to baby them a little bit, you know, not go too crazy. Of course, you know, it's an RC. I want to drive the damn thing. I didn't buy it to have it just sitting here, so I do play with my toys. But that rambling on forever here. We're going to call that kind of fixed for now. And again, I'm going to go over some of the bolts and stuff, make sure they're all tight, make sure what needs Loctite has it. I've got bunches, you know. So I'm also going to go over the head and where the exhaust port comes out. I want to make sure that that hasn't moved at all, because I had a problem with the Rampage, even with the red. Until I put a lot on there, I put a whole lot. It was still backing out. So I don't know if the threads got kind of goobered up or what, but I want to make sure nothing else vibrated loose. So I'm going to go over that before I get it back out again. And that was a quick little easy repair on the HPI Baja Kraken. That's kind of what I'm calling it now. One of my favorite trucks, and she's going to be back out here again soon. Easy fix on the spur, and hopefully the Loctite holds. If not, we'll be doing something else with the Loctite again. So yeah, look forward here again soon. Thanks a lot for watching, guys. I appreciate it. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And coming up here soon, I do have a giveaway. I am working on something that I had actually released not too long ago on Instagram. This is going to be my new chassis design for my 124 scale crawler. So the other one, I'm coming up with some sort of a, I don't know, some sort of a giveaway or something. You know, I wanted to kind of, you know, let somebody else experience what I did, maybe take it a little bit further. I'm just ready for the next step. And for me, cutting off the ass and the front just makes, you know, logical progression in what I'm looking to do. Put a couple misfires and stuff here. I mean, this one still could be used, but 3D print is not exactly easy sometimes. This one here had way too many supports, and I don't know if it was the supports or the line thicknesses, wall thicknesses or whatever was too great, because it's a real mother getting it apart. But I think I'm still going to try, you know, whenever I feel like it or whatever. I'll cut some pieces out or something, and maybe keep it as a spare. Whenever I feel like kind of working on it, I'll take the hot iron to it or whatever and just kind of smooth out the tubing and stuff, and eventually it'll be a second chassis. So I don't plan on building anything with it, just maybe having a spare sitting around, or we might do something else, you know, with another giveaway later or something once I get it all worked out. I don't know where I want to go with it yet, but you know, eventually I'll figure that out. So I guess it's gone on long enough. I hope you guys enjoyed the repair, and if any questions, just hit me up with a comment down below. We'll see you on the next one. Thanks, guys.